consultation dialogue, so reaching out, what we said, very, very important. In global fundraising, make really sure you reach out. I prefer personally to spend more time in the beginning having the impression I'm not advancing than just wanting to go boom and then see. And the remark you made this morning, you know, about precisely, okay, somebody has an idea, you just do it and then you go for it. But then you've got to look back, you know, who is following you, who is with you, because then you lose more time trying to track back and build it up than having a wider consultation. So that is very important. While obviously over-democracy kills, and you've got to be careful that at some stage you do take a decision. And by the way, I'm Swiss, you know, so Switzerland is a country where you vote about every second weekend, you know, for everything. Okay? But I'm Swiss-Italian, so my Italian part makes me a bit bored. So that's the mix of the two. But this being said, there has to be a limit, you know, to the democracy. Of course, decisions have to be taken. And that's where you have to think. Where is it that you do take the decision? Where is your cutting point where you say, no matter what I do, I will always have a 20 or a 30% that doesn't come along. Because 100% you don't have it. And I think that is really where I spend most of my time in setting up all these strategies. And I have to say, and I was happy about it because they were successful. And I can say it openly and proudly here because all the organization I was with, we increased the income quite substantially. But this is really where I spent most of the time, where you then decide, okay, where you cut off, and then you go ahead. So it's delicate, because if you go too soon, then you may lose some key players. If you go too late, well, then others take you over, you know, and then of course the, you know, competition and or others internally. Very important. Credibility, very key. I found it that my job was always much easier because I could come with a certain credibility, having been to the field. So those who are in the field, you know, also again another phenomenon, those who are in the field, very good people, very important work, but they think that the field is everything and everything else is useless, okay? The typical thing. And therefore, it's important. I've been to the field, so that also certain credibility. But not only the personal credibility, it is the team credibility, which is key. Make sure you have a good few key people, you know, who don't really, you know, excuse me the term, who don't really bullshit around, you know, meaning they can make you lose the whole credibility versus, you know, countries and outside. So have a few good people. And again, that's my other experience. I prefer to have less people, but real good people, than just saying I have a huge team of which half of the people are so and so. Because the damage that can be done, the potential damage that can be done towards the field when they speak to the various members of the team, you know, is actually pretty big. So quality people, very